Mhm. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. You're all welcome. This is another Thursday to make all the difference in our health and wellness. My name is Pharmacist Nkechi Ogunjiofo. You are welcome to yet another episode of the Wellness Wave. As a passionate advocate of healthy lifestyle, I am committed to doing this with all of us because we are all interested in having the best of health, and our health cannot be compromised. Yes. Interestingly, for the most time, what does it take for us to be in good health? Simple innovations, simple lifestyle hacks and changes can make all the difference to being in top shape of health. Sorry, I'm really sending off some invites to some people. Yes, I think I'm done with that. Good. So we are good to go. Overthinking off switch. Three tools to calm worry in 10 minutes. So today's episode of the Wellness Suite is going to be a very practical one because I really got a lot of information, a lot of feedback from a lot of people attending my events about overthinking, and it's becoming very worrisome. So in response, I decided to let us talk about this. Overthinking, three practical tools that can help us. So you're all welcome to this event. Please, as you're joining this event, kindly indicate in the comment section, let's know your name, where you're joining us from. So, overthinking is actually very common today. Can I have my first slide, please? Can I have my first slide? Overthinking is actually and is causing a lot of health hazards. It's making performance to dwindle. It's making us not to be in the best frame of mind. And at times, it impacts our mental wellness and well being. So, what is the way forward? How are we going to cope with overthinking? In the course of our presentation today, I have three tools that I'm going to share with us that can help us to combat overthinking and do go about our daily activities in the best mental frame of mind without being overly stressed or overly anxious. So, starting off, we want to talk about the fact that the overthinking makes us to get into an endless cycle of what ifs, what ifs, and for most times it makes us to reflect on activities, events that have passed, and makes us to feel we are not adequate, we're not sufficient. We should have done this or that to have a different outcome. But then the impact of overthinking cannot be overemphasized because it impacts anxiety. It makes us to be anxious and stressed up all the way. It also makes us to embark in poor decision making. We are not sharp in making sound decisions. Even some individuals who might be well versed, well positioned, well learned, might find themselves making very poor decisions simply because not in the present. They are not in the best frame of mind. They are physically present, but mentally they are far away. It also reduces productivity. Yes, productivity goes down when individuals are involved in lots of overthinking. So, what will make a difference? The good news I brought to this event this evening is that you can make a change. You can learn to switch it off. As in, learn to switch it off the same way you switch off your gadgets, your buttons on your whatever, maybe your lights in your house, your television, whatever. You can switch off overthinking. So let me start with the first tool I have here, the breath reset. Some people describe this as mindful breathing exercises. So what does this involve? What it involves is taking deep, meaningful breath. Whenever you find yourself in that stressed up, anxious situation where you're worrying, overthinking, what should you do? Pause for some seconds. So for us to understand this, the first step to this breath reset or deep breathing exercise is to find a comfortable position. You might be seated, you might be standing. So the next step is to inhale deeply through your nostrils and count as you inhale for 4 seconds. So inhale through your nostrils while counting 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then hold it and count another 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and the 4. Then exhale deeply through your nostrils and through the vent in your mouth. Open your mouth slightly and let all the air to go out. Exhale deeply for another 6 seconds while counting it. Yes, try this. It is amazing. It is one of our wellness hacks. When you are really tensed up, you're really under anxiety, or you're overthinking, what does the breath reset do to you? It helps to bring your body and mind to that calm position, that calm situation, and you can be able to take charge of whatever situation you find yourself. So the breath reset is our first tool that I want to share with us. I'm sure it's something we can all do. Interestingly, from wherever we are, commuting in a bus, in front of our boss in the office, facing that difficult deadline that you have to really submit to. Maybe at an interview, at an exam hall, this will work anywhere, anytime. Next tool I want to discuss with us, to share with us today is the thought parking lot. The thought parking lot. Yes, just like the name sounds, you got to bring all those thoughts that are making you to overthink and park them somewhere imaginary. What will this involve? This involves journaling. So those thoughts that you're brooding over, that tense situation that you don't know how to handle, just pause for a minute or some seconds, bring out your notebook and start to journal, put them down. By the time you start writing those thoughts, those worries, those challenges that are taking the piece off you, you are unburdening the load you're carrying, putting it down on the paper. So for us to be very effective at this, one thing I tell my clients, my students, is to always have your jotter and your pen. Maybe you're out in the office, you're going to work, wherever you're going, have it handy on your table in the office or in your desk at home, Whenever you find yourself having that need to relieve the tension and be present, bring it out and start writing, journaling. One after the other, put down all those thoughts on the pen and the paper. And by the time you're done, you'll feel a load lifted off you. You'll feel lighter. And your mental clarity will be sharp and back in tune. So the next one I want to share today, the third tool I want to share for helping us to reset and bring in calm instead of having us overthinking, is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding. What does this technique involve? This this technique equips you to use all your 5 senses to bring in calm and to reset. So, how do you do it? Whenever you are tense, start by thinking about 5 things that are around you, 5 things that you can see around you. For instance, I'm sitting here on my work desk. My computer is in my front. That is 1. My LED light is here by my side. That is 2. A frame is on my table. My pen is here and all that. So acknowledge 5 things that you can see all around you. Next, acknowledge 4 things that you can feel. It might be the dress you're wearing. You can try to feel it. How does it feel? How does the fabric feel to your fingers? It might be the skin, your skin. Touch it. Try to feel it. Is it getting smooth? Is it warm? Is it cold? It might be the table you're working on. You're working your work table. Yeah, you can touch it. It might be any other thing around you that you can touch. 4 of them. Then after you've done this, the next step is to think about 3 things that you can hear. Yes, 3 things that you can hear. Right outside, the air conditioner in my office, my work table here is buzzing and humming a little bit. That is number 1. You might be outside, your office might be on a very busy terrain, whereby the sound from the traffic might be filtering in even when you are at work. Acknowledge those sounds from the traffic. It might be nature sounds, maybe birds. It might be breeze rushing across your face. At times, it can also be things that are within your office, your immediate environment. Try to acknowledge 3 things that you can hear. Then, think of 2 things that you can smell. Yes, it could be a plant, it could be a flower. Maybe you have a live flower on your table. It could be a coffee on your cup. It might be a bubble gum that you kept on your table. Yes, try to acknowledge the scent or the fragrances of all those things around you. 2 of them. Then the last point here is to think of 1 thing you can taste. For me, yeah, it might be my coffee. I'm always looking for coffee at times. My water bottle is right here. Yes, I can imagine the feel of the water when it's in my throat, Think of just 1 thing that you can taste. Now, what is the key point of this exercise? This exercise is a mindful exercise that makes you to leave your worries, to leave those distractions you're having, and think about all the things around you. It will make you to be present, to be in the moment. And when you are in the moment, your focus is sharp. You're able to make better decisions. You are less distracted, and you are giving your mind some peace that it deserves. Yes, this is all about stopping overthinking. I'm sure that you'll find these tools useful. So these are tools that we need to practice every day. We might use more than 1 in a day. We might use just 2, whatever the situation might be. Just let me know. Next slide. So as you're thinking about all these tools, let me know in the comment section which one of these tools are you going to try today. Each of them takes 10 minutes, and most times you can repeat, especially the breathing exercise. You can do it 2-3 times to get yourself fully present, to dislodge all those anxiety occupying spaces in your mind, and to make you to be fully present. When you are present, you will be in your best of frame. You'll be able to increase your productivity. Your decision making will be sound. top notch, and overthinking, overworrying will be reduced to the minimum. So you have the power to calm your mind on demand. That is why I put this together for us to share these tips. Anytime you find yourself overthinking, let me know which one of these tools you are going to implement. You can use all three in a day, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you should be mindful, you should learn how to do it. So go out there, starting from today, practice these tools, and thank you for joining me today. So don't forget, before I call it a day, let me know in the comment section which of these tools are you going to implement right now, starting from today, before the end of the week. And of course, let me know if you have any questions so that we can look at it right now. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your making out time and leaving your busy schedules to come for us to share these tips together. And it shows your commitment to wellness. And when I see this commitment, I am inspired to do more. So let's take this message out. Some friends might not be here online. Interestingly, this event will be available on my YouTube channel. So you can always check it up. You can always share with friends who are not privileged to be here with us today. Any question? Thank you. Peace, DK. Thank you so much. Okay, you said, I'm curious to know when I catch myself overthinking what others think of me. What is the quickest way to switch off in 10 minutes? Okay, yeah, Peace, I can relate with you. I'm sure you've asked me this question before. You're one of the people that really made me to put this together. So what I can advise you is to choose any one of these tools, and start engaging in it. I can tell you one thing for free. If you try it, you will eventually forget what friends, people around you are thinking about you. You will focus on yourself. It will make you to really tune in, and you'll be better off. It will improve your mental health and clarity. Thank you for that beautiful question. So, yeah, I'm checking my comment section. Do we have any other question? Thank you, Dr. Anna Brew. Thanks for joining. Ehiga Gideon, Taiwo Afe, Faith Ademo. Thank you all for joining. Christabel, wonderful. What is the quickest way to switch off when anxious tend to be overwhelming? Okay, Christabel, any of these tools can actually come handy. Any of them. You can do the breathe reset exercise. Remember, inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly through your nostrils and through your mouth. It will give you some resets. They work. These tools are amazing. They are fantastic. Okay, I have another question. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Anxiety, yeah. Christabel, they really help you to allay your anxieties to a great extent. Taiwo Afe, thank you so much. Thank you. Everyone on this call today. I'm still watching out maybe for the next 1 or 2 minutes before we eventually round up. If there's any other question, I'm here to answer your questions. Thank you. So it's all about our mental health and wellness. We have to keep these tools coming up. We have to keep reaching out. Thank you, Elohe Egwabo. Super. I'm happy to have you on this event. This is a special one for me. Thank you so much. You can join my online platforms, because there you can reach me one-on-one, so that when you get overwhelmed at a point and you don't know what to do, you can always reach out, just DM and reach out, and we can tackle these issues together. Victoria Temitope, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for making our time to join this event today. We're gradually rounding up. It appears I don't have any other question. So we call it a day for today. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.